We often call it a spark, that instant magnetic pull we feel when meeting someone new. But beneath the romance, it is biology in action. Attraction begins in the brain's reward system, triggered by visual input. When we see someone we find attractive, our brain releases a rush of dopamine. Dopamine is the same chemical that drives our motivation and desire for rewards. This creates a powerful surge in our focus, proving that falling in love is an involuntary chemical event, far more scientific than just a romantic notion. Why do we often fall for people we see regularly? Whether it is a coworker, a neighbor, or a classmate, proximity plays a surprising role in who we bond with. This is known as the mere exposure effect. It states that we develop a preference for people simply because they become familiar. The more we encounter someone, the more they transition from a stranger to a familiar face. Evolutionarily, this acts as a survival mechanism. Our ancestors perceived familiar people as safer because we knew what to expect from them. By simply being near, we pave the way for trust, turning proximity into the foundation of attraction. We often hear that opposites attract. It makes for compelling cinema, but in reality, human connection thrives on similarity. Research shows that we are most attracted to those who share our values and lifestyle, a concept known as homogamy. Sharing the same path creates less friction. Imagine a couple who both love painting. Because their interests align, they spend their time reinforcing their bond instead of negotiating their activities. Conversely, while opposites might provide temporary novelty, the lack of shared ground often creates communication barriers and conflicting lifestyles. Choosing a partner with similar values acts like a foundation, allowing the relationship to grow with ease and mutual understanding. Attachment theory suggests that the bonds we form in early childhood create a blueprint for our adult romantic lives. We often identify three core styles: secure, anxious, and avoidant. Each dictates how we navigate love, trust, and vulnerability. Consider someone with an anxious attachment style. They often perceive distance as rejection, driving them to seek constant reassurance to feel safe. Their past experiences dictate this behavior, turning a need for connection into a cycle of seeking and self-doubt. Love begins with lust, the ignition phase of our romantic journey. Driven by testosterone and estrogen, this stage is a powerful biological spark, propelling initial desire. Attraction is the ascent. Dopamine and norepinephrine take the controls, heightening focus and energy as we become captivated by a potential partner, launching our interest into high gear. Finally, we reach attachment. Stabilizing in orbit, oxytocin and vasopressin create the deep, lasting bond that sustains long-term human connection. Why do we experience the intense pull of love? It is not just a poetic mystery. At its core, love is a sophisticated biological tool. Historically, humans faced incredible environmental pressures. Falling in love encouraged pair bonding, ensuring that offspring were raised with the protection of two parents. This wasn't about romance, it was about survival. By staying together, our ancestors maximized the chances of their young reaching adulthood, effectively ensuring the survival of the species. So frame love not as an abstract feeling, but as a biological engine, a vital mechanism that keeps humanity moving forward, generation after generation.